Well, like it says, if anyone does not want to hear this, anybody who's sick and tired of hearing me talk about flatline, don't watch. This isn't a live stream where people are here and we're going to be sitting here forced to listen to this. No one's forcing anyone to listen to anything. If you don't want to hear this, click away. This is for anyone who is interested in hearing what I have to say about Flatline. The facts, the truth. And this is mainly for Misty. I'm sorry. No more Flatline shit. No, it's Misty. I'm going to talk to the person who I know and not the person who names herself after self-destruction. My flatline, her flatline. She basically has self-destruction in her name or whatever. This is mostly for her. I'm even going to talk to her. I'm going to talk to you, Misty. This is the only way I have to communicate with you. You have me blocked. I have you blocked on Facebook. I can't unblock you because you have me blocked. You're the last I blocked you first. You blocked me second. I can't even find our messages in the archives because you're the last person to block me. So you would have to unblock me so I could unblock you, which I would happily do. But I knew you were going to block me that night, so I get tired of being the victim. So I blocked you. I beat you to it. Either way, I would have been blocked. I'm going to talk to you. I'm not going to yell. I'm not going to scream. I'm not going to insult you, call you names. I'm not even going to curse. I'm going to prove that I can convey a message. I could make a point without even using profanity, without insulting. Because I care. Yeah, newsflash. I care. I care about Misty. I care about you as a person. I always did. I probably always will. I'm sure I always will. I never stopped caring. In fits of rage and anger, I didn't care. I didn't have your back. I hated you in fits of rage and anger, just like you've said some horrible things to me in fits of rage and anger. I've said more things, bad, terrible things about you in fits of rage and anger. Apologize for all of them, but I'm just telling you, I say things in fits of rage and anger. I never stopped caring about you. Never stopped loving you as a person, as a friend. I never stopped having your back. This is your master calling me. Yeah. 50, 60 times a day. This is the person you are totally, hopelessly devoted to. That's the whole point of this. You see, I'm doing this now. I'm making this video now. I'm not going to do a live stream about it because no one wants to hear this. They're sick and tired of it. So I'm going to make a video. I'd like to send it to you privately, but I can't do that because you have me blocked. We have each other blocked. So the only way I can get this message, this video to you, is to put it on another channel. And hope that you listen to it. I don't care how many views it gets as long as Misty listens to this. You don't even have to look at my stupid face, just as long as you listen to my words. No insults, no trash talking, no yelling, no screaming, no crazy maniac, no insults, no profanity. This is because I don't want to go to war with Flatline, as I said on Facebook before I blocked you. You want war, you got war. No, I don't want war. I'm sick of war. I'm sick of war with everyone, but there are some people I can't stop warring with because they won't stop warring with me because they are garbage. They are scum, and you are not on that list. You are not on that list. Crystal is not on that list. Meredith is not on that list. Crystal and I, Meredith and I, are friends again. On and off, off again, just like Misty and me. Now, obviously, Misty, you don't like that, like you said on your stream. Anybody who's friends with Meredith can't be friends with you. Well, that in itself says you can't be friends with me, because I am friends with Meredith. I've been friends with Meredith for about a year now, and I've known you for almost 5 months. Yeah, I'm not going to choose one friend over another, regardless of how long I've known either of them. And it's pretty messed up for you to give people an ultimatum like that, because it's you, Misty, who always tell me, no one can tell me who I could be friends with and who I can't be friends with. No one can tell me who I can talk to, who I can't talk to. I'm a grown woman. I talk to who I want. I'm friends with who I want. But then you're going to flip the double standard and tell people, you're going to give people the same ultimatum that you hate people giving you, and you're going to tell people, well, I can't be friends with anybody who's friends with Meredith. That's a hypocrite. So, yeah, I do have a problem with that. I'm sure many people have a problem with that. You refuse to let anyone tell you who to be friends with. And you also say, I want to be friends with everybody. I want to be at peace with everybody, except Meredith. And anybody who wants to be friends with Meredith. No one can tell you who to be friends with, but you're going to tell other people to be friends with. Okay, that's a problem, because I am Meredith's friend. Just as you will never, ever stop being totally, hopelessly, helplessly devoted to him. I'm not going to name drop. You know who him is. Just as you are helplessly and hopelessly, eternally devoted to him, Meredith is my friend. If she screws me over, we won't be friends. Eventually we will be friends again. Same as Crystal, because we've known each other for a year and we have a solid foundation of friendship. And that's how I can understand why you are unable to just turn off your feelings like a light switch and say, I'm done with him completely, no more, finished. Because there's a foundation between you and him. Even though you are his victim, you are his property, I'm not insulting you, I'm saying this is the facts. These are the facts. You are, if you don't want me to call you a frisbee fetching dog, fine, I won't. But you are his property. He does own you. He does control your every move, thought, action, feeling. He has such control over you that you don't even know it. You won't even admit it, but everyone else does. Everyone else does. You are a drug addict, and he is your drug. He is your drug. And just like most drug addicts swear they have everything under control until they end up dead or in rehab. You always tell me, don't worry about me, I have everything under control, I have everything under control. Sweetheart, if you had anything under control, you would not start drinking the moment you wake up and stop when you finally fall asleep. I'm not insulting you. You are an alcoholic. You have a problem. There's no shame in being an alcoholic. But you have to wake up and grow up and realize you have a problem and get help. Everyone in my family died from alcohol. My father was an alcoholic, and not only was he a drunk, he was a nasty drunk. So the way you snap at me and other people, the way you curse, the way you scream, when you do your drunk streams, that gives me flashbacks to a terrible point in my life, when my father was a drunk. So excuse me for being a little extra sensitive to that aspect of your life, because I dealt with it as a kid. It traumatized me. It contributed to me having a lot of the mental problems I have, having an alcoholic father. You can say, oh, I don't drink every day. Whatever. You can piss on my back and tell me it's raining, but sorry, I know when I'm being pissed on. You can say you have no problem with alcohol. Facts are facts, and facts don't care about your feelings. You have a problem with alcohol. And why do you have a problem with alcohol? Because of all the bad, horrifying experiences you've had in your life, especially with men. I'm not going to name them because people are listening. Horrible things that have happened to you. And the cherry on the cake is this monster who you are helplessly devoted to for the past year, I don't know, however long it's been. Long enough for him to have complete control over your heart and your mind, your actions, your feelings, who you talk to, who you're friends with. Don't say no one can tell you who to be friends with and who to talk to. Because he does. And he has that control of you. That's why all of your friends are his friends. That's why you're not friends with Meredith, because Meredith saw him for what he really is, for what you know he really is. And even you exposed him and outed him and said who he really is, his real name. And now you're right back to calling him by his YouTube channel name. And that's why Meredith woke up, and he hates her, she hates him, she wants nothing to do with a monster like that. So he's going to destroy her and get back at her and ruin her life. And part of his way of ruining Meredith's life is when Meredith is streaming, he'll go to you when you're streaming and tell you, like he did a couple weeks ago. Meredith was streaming. She had a panel. I was on the panel. I was watching your stream on a separate tab and just reading your comments. She kicked me off the panel because she didn't want you to be the topic of conversation, because she didn't want to start trouble. She didn't want to be accused of starting trouble. So she kicked me off the panel, and I can't complain about that. I respect her for that, because she wanted a drama-free stream panel, and she kicked me off because I was watching you on another tab. Okay, but I still watched and listened to her entire stream as well as yours. And I saw on your stream, Misty, trolls were coming in. Your puppet master, he actually has a channel named that, by the way, right now, in case you didn't know. He changed because I checked my block list of all the channels I have blocked and his many troll accounts. Well, he changed the name of one of his channels to the Puppet Master. Hey, at least he's got the guts to finally admit that he's the Puppet Master and y'all a bunch of puppets. He also has a new, well, not a new channel, it's an old channel on my blocked list that he just changed the name to a couple days ago. It's called Failed Actress Extraordinaire. Failed Actress Extraordinaire, Misty. Now, who do you think he's referring to as a failed actress extraordinaire? This is your soulmate. When you were streaming that night, he was coming over, his trolls were coming over telling you, Meredith is talking shit about you. Meredith is talking shit about your kids. Meredith is making fun of your kids, making fun of the accounts that he made, by the way. Accounts making fun of your kids. Oh no, he wouldn't do a thing like that. No. Meredith is making fun of the accounts that are making fun of your kids. She's saying this about you, she's saying that about you. And you were believing it. You didn't go click over to her stream to see and hear for yourself. No, you took the words of the trolls and him and the people, the trolls working for him for free. They don't even get paid. You believed everything they were saying. Meredith did not, and I will swear on anything, Meredith did not say nothing about you that night. She was not talking about you. She kicked me off my panel because I was talking about you, and she didn't even want your name being mentioned on her stream. But you believe all these trolls and him telling you that Meredith is talking trash about you. And talking trash about your kid, and making fun of your kids, and making fun of the accounts that are making fun of your kids. She did none of those. She did none of those, but you believed the lies you were told, and you started attacking her, screaming at her, cursing at her, threatening her. You're stone cold drunk, you're slurring your speech. Fact, you're cursing, you're threatening her, and Puppet Master is sitting here loving it all, yeah. Under my spell. Under my control, the Puppet Master. Meredith said nothing about you. Nothing. But you were being told complete lies that she was trashing you, and she did none of that. I was listening to her stream. I was watching her stream. She did none of that. But you believed it, and you attacked her, and you devoted your entire stream to cursing her out, threatening her, and he was just loving it. They were just loving it. And of course I was letting Meredith know, other people, friends of hers, were letting her know that you were attacking her because your friends, who needs enemies with friends like that, were lying to you to start trouble between you and Meredith, to keep the fire going, because, hey, you can't be friends with any one of his enemies, and Meredith is his enemy, so he's going to sabotage your friendship with any one of his enemies, just like he did with me and you, or anyone else he became enemies with. Meredith said nothing about you. You were lied to. You believed it. But you claim you have everything under control. Just one piece of proof of how you have no control over your life, because you believe what you're told without questioning anything. You were lied to. But then, after you were trash-talking Meredith and threatening her with violence, cursing at her for about 2 hours, yeah, then she started talking about you to defend herself. Because she was sick and tired of hearing you and hearing people tell her that you're cursing her out, you're attacking her, when she did nothing. So yeah, she fought back, and she had every right to. So who wins? Your master, your puppet master. Who loses? You and Meredith. I don't know what happened between you and Meredith to cause you two to start hating each other for, I don't know, however long it's been. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't even know what was said, who said what. All I know is you're pissed at her for saying something or doing or not doing something. I don't know. I don't even want to know, because I don't want to get involved, because it's he said, she said, and I wasn't there, so I'm not going to make a judgment based on hearsay. You always claim you have everything under control, Misty. You have everything under control. If you had everything under control, you would not be drinking like you do. You drink to cope. You drink to cope with the hell that is your life. If you had everything under control, you wouldn't need alcohol. Because alcohol doesn't make your problems go away. Alcohol makes you forget your problems while you're drunk, but when you sober up, guess what? Problems are still there, as well as a hangover. So not only do you have to deal with your problems until you're drunk again, but you also have to deal with being sick. I'm not insulting you. I've had a family of alcoholics who drank their problems away. They drank their lives away. They died long before they were old enough to die because of alcohol. And I'm sorry, not sorry, for caring enough about you to try to help you, to tell you the truth. Again, I tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. I tell you the truth. When your so-called friends, they don't care. They don't give a shit. You think Lisa, who's a 50-year-old alcoholic, she's old enough to be your mother and she's an alcoholic. Facts are facts. You think she cares about you? You think she's your friend? I'll get to her pretty soon. You always say you have everything under control. If you had anything under control, you would not need alcohol to drown your miseries, to drown your pain, to drown your hurt and your hell. And your hurt and your hell comes from a lifetime of abuse, including the time you've known him, and he's abused you more than probably anyone ever has, except that it's online. But you know what? It's not just online, because when you're crying every day, offline, in person, don't just say, well, it's only YouTube, it's only pictures on the screen, like you say. No, because when you go to sleep, when you tell me, I don't want to wake up tomorrow, I hate waking up, I wish I could die in my sleep, I don't want to live another day. Why? Because of him. Okay, now, how do you have total control over everything if he makes you not want to live? How do you have any control when he makes you not want to live? When he makes you cry constantly, you have to constantly defend your name against the lies he tells. How do you have control? When you go on camera with me, on Facebook, on camera, just to talk, just to have a 2.5-hour conversation, and you're panicking because you think I'm recording you. Why? Because he recorded you, and he recorded you. You know how he recorded you. And he made channels with those pictures as avatars. He violated, he desecrated, he trashed, he pissed on your trust, betrayed you, recorded you, and posted those pictures, and still continues to blackmail you with videos. So I understand if I'm on camera with you and you freak out thinking I'm going to record you. Are you sure you have control over this situation? I'm giving you plenty of examples of how you have zero control. If you had control over anything, when you say you're done with him for good, done, end of story, you never want to talk to him again, you would block and ignore like I do, like I have done, and you would stop talking to him completely. You would stop going into his chat. You would stop flirting with him in an offhanded way. You would stop, and above all, you would stop talking to him, flirting with him, sending him messages, camming with him, crying, bursting into tears, saying, I miss my man, which says a whole lot. A whole lot. If you really had control, you would block and ignore. The fact that you can't stay away from him shows you have zero control. Fact, the only fights Misty and I have ever had were over him. The only fights we've ever had. Over him. The only time we get along is when Misty hates him, when she fights with him. And yeah, she does use me to come on my channel and piss him off and make him jealous, and oh look, I got a wrench over here, and he's triggered and he's freaking out, throwing beer cans at the TV. Yeah, that's a fact too. You do use me to make him jealous, but you were not, I know you were not just friends with me, just feeling things for me because you wanted to make him jealous. What you felt for me was real. What you still feel for me, I know you still feel it because I still feel it too. It's real. And that's why when I attack you, insult you, drag you through the mud, it doesn't piss you off. It breaks your heart because I do matter to you. And when you go against me, try to steer my friends away from me, tell them, warn them that I'm a creep, I'm going to turn on them, it doesn't piss me off, it hurts me. When those monsters attack me, it doesn't break my heart. It doesn't hurt me. It pisses me off. Because they mean nothing to me. And you've always told me that when he attacks you, it doesn't hurt you as much as when I attack you. Because in your exact words, you expect it from him. You're used to it from him. You don't expect it from me. You're not used to it from me. Or at least when you said it, you weren't used to it from me. So you expect better from me, so it hurts you. It breaks your heart when I trash you. Because you care about me. You have feelings for me. When he trashes you, you expect it. It doesn't hurt you as much. I believe it. I understand. To all those people who wonder, why do you not just let this girl go, forget about her, dump her, let go, just walk away? All you have to do is walk away, Ken. Yeah, it's easier said than done. It's not like a minor traffic accident you could just walk away from. It's not like a casual online friend who you got a problem with, walk away. No. This is the single statement that everyone gets nauseous to the point of wanting to puke when I say. But again, I told you, if you don't want to hear what I have to say, don't listen to what I have to say. Because this is for Misty and anyone who cares to hear this. Here comes what I repeat over and over. The reason I never gave up on Misty, the reason I've always cared about her, I've always loved her as a person, I've always had her back, is because I know Misty as a person. Most people just know Flatline. Most people just know the person they see online, who's drunk, who's slurring her speech, who's snapping and cursing people out because trolls are telling her, hey, this person's talking bad about you, that person's talking bad about you, when no one's talking about you. But you believe what you are told because you are completely controlled by these people. And again, I ask you, how do you have control over your life when I'm giving you endless examples of how you have no control? Why don't I just walk away? Because I know Misty. I've talked to her for hours and hours, not just by voice, but on camera. We've had face-to-face, eye-to-eye, tears to tears, heart-to-heart conversations, meltdowns. I stayed on the phone with her for an hour and a half while she just listened to music. She didn't tell me to. She didn't even ask me to. In fact, she told me not to because she didn't want to, quote, bother me. But because I care so much, I insisted on staying on the phone for an hour and a half while she just listened to her music. You know why? Because she was happy listening to her music. And she was so miserable that night that she was so happy listening to her music. And I wanted to hear happiness in her voice. I wanted to hear her in a good mood. I didn't want to say, all right, good night, Misty, while she's miserable. I wanted to hear her happy again. So if I could stay on the phone for 90 minutes while she just listens to music, and every now and then, every maybe 20 minutes, she'll say, are you still there? Oh, I forgot you're there. Yes, sweetheart, I'm still here. Why are you still there? Because I care about you. Because you're happy hearing your songs. You sound happy hearing your music, and that's what makes me happy. That's a true to-the-death friend. How many of your other so-called friends would do that? Would Lisa do that? You think Lisa would spend 5 minutes just sitting on the phone while you listen to your music? More about Lisa later. Why don't I just let you go? Because I care. I care too much. Because I'm caring about someone who has a problem, who won't even admit they have a problem. They sure as hell they're not going to ask for help. They're not going to let me help them because they won't even admit they have a problem in the first place. So I'm wasting my time, but you know what? That's how I am. Sue me. I'm silly. I'm crazy. I waste my time caring about friends, even if they don't care about themselves. I care about my friends more than I care about myself. Yeah, I'll drink NyQuil, I'll pop pills, I'll do whatever I can because I really don't value my life. I could give a shit about this world. I really don't care. I really do not care about my life. I care more about my friends' lives and well-being than I care about my own. And yeah, it's hypocritical for me to drink a bottle of NyQuil and tell somebody they have a drinking problem. But you know what? Don't judge the preacher. Judge the sermon. It's good advice. If I lay down on the train tracks every day waiting for a train to run me over and I tell you, hey Misty, don't lay on the train tracks waiting to get run over, are you going to say, well, you're a hypocrite because you lay in front of the train, so I'm going to go and do that too? That's stupid. You're saying that you're not going to follow my advice because I'm hypocritical and I can't take my own advice. Well, why can't you be better than me? Why can't you be stronger than me? Why can't you take my advice and forget the fact that I'm a hypocrite? You need to stop drinking. You have said it yourself that you need to stop drinking. So you have admitted that you have a problem. Because you know what? Only your fellow alcoholic friends, like Lisa, will justify your behavior. And that's why I guess you consider her your best friend, because she's a drunk, a nasty drunk, who has snapped at me since day one. I never did a damn thing to Lisa. She has been attacking me for no reason since day one. And you remember what happened a few weeks ago. So I'm not going to trash talk Lisa. I wish her the best. I wish she would clean up. I wish she would, I don't know, deal with whatever problems, demons she has and clean up. But you see, there's a difference. I'm not Lisa's friend. I don't care about her in that way. So I could give a shit. Let her do whatever, self-destruct. I don't care. I care, but I don't care. Misty, I know. Misty, I've known for 4.5 months. I care. I love. I feel. I feel your hurt. I feel your pain. I cry your tears. And don't deny that you feel the same way. I can show your own words as screenshots where you say that it hurts you when I'm hurt. It makes you cry when I cry. That proves you care about me. That proves I care about you. That proves I'm a real friend to you. And it proves that you're a real friend to me when you are not under his control or actively under his control. Which is why we're only friends when you and him are at war. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't finish my little monologue about why do you always try to help Misty flatline? Why don't you just let her go? Because I can't let go of a friend who I care about. And this applies to flatline. This would apply to any one of my real friends who I consider real friends. Meredith. Sorry, but Meredith's a friend to me. Yeah, we could be enemies tomorrow. We'll be friends a couple days later. That's how it works. But we have a deep-rooted friendship. Same with Crystal. Dusty. Johnny Lee, Taz. There's so many people. There's quite a few people. Bomber Girl Amy. Random Nation. Kevin. These are people I talk to on the phone. These are people I know in real life. These are people who I would do anything. I would give my life for. Including you, Misty. You could say whatever you want about me. You could trash talk me. You could call me a creep. You could say he'll turn on you. No matter what you say to me, no matter what I say to you, no matter how bad we trash each other, I always cared about you. I never stopped having your back. And it's because of all those hours and hours and hours of face-to-face, eye-to-eye, tear-to-tear, heartbreak to heartbreak, meltdown conversations we've had where I got to know who Misty really is. Her past, her present, and the fact that she really doesn't see a very bright future. Just as I don't, which is why I give up on life. And which is why I fight even harder, because I don't want Misty giving up on life. But you know what? Me drinking NyQuil is going to end my life, eventually. You drinking alcohol like you do is going to end your life, eventually. Or you might grow old, but just have a completely destroyed kidney, liver, heart problems, everything. Yes, you're young and beautiful now, but give it a few more years. The lines are going to show. You're going to look far beyond your years. You have a problem, a serious alcohol problem. You need to help yourself. You need to admit that you have a problem and let people like me, because I seem to be the only one who cares enough to always be there for you, to want to help you. Admit that you need help, and you don't even have to ask for it. I'll do whatever it takes to help you. I've always promised that, and I always will. I never stopped caring about you. That's why it hurts me when we fight. That's why I'm doing this and giving this speech now, so you can hear it, so you can know the reality. I'm not going back to war with you. Past few nights, yeah, I have. No more. I'm not going to trash talk you. I'm not going to call you a frisbee fetching dog. I'm not going to stream about you. Hey, if any trolls come to you, if your master comes to you, your soulmate comes to you and says, Mr. Creepo is saying this and that, and if you're dumb enough to believe it without hearing it for yourself, then, hey, I can't do anything about that. But maybe try being smart enough to see and hear for yourself before you believe what people are telling you, especially people who are trying to keep you as far away from me as possible, because they know I care about you more than they care to care about you. Every guy in your stream just wants to bang you, and you know it. But when you're so drunk, to you it's the highest compliment. You're talking to a 23-year-old T-boob, T-bomb, who just wants to cam with you. He just wants to smash you, cyber smash you, and trust me, if he gets you on cam, if he hasn't already, I don't know, it's none of my business. But if he gets you once, twice, maybe 3 times, maybe he'll realize, okay, yeah, she's a hot mess, I'm done with her, I got my rocks off. He's 23 years old. He's just trying to get you into the cam. Just like every other guy, man. Don't you realize it? Don't you freaking realize it? I try to get you on camera so we can talk, so I can see your face, so I can see, because I can see in your eyes when you're lying and when you're telling the truth, and that's probably a reason you don't like to cam with me. These other guys, everyone in your stream, they just want to get you, yeah, oh, she's vulnerable, she's naive, she's drunk, she's easy prey, and most men are predators. And they will take advantage of you. And that's all they're doing. And if that's a compliment to you, then I don't know what to say. I'm not preying on you. I don't want to do anything with you on cam, but talk to you, but be your friend. Been there, done that. All I need, all I care about is being your friend. There can't be anything else, obviously, for so many reasons. I'm happy being your friend. But just as I'm happy, I hate when we fight. It makes me sick when we fight. But it also makes me a different kind of sick when we're at peace with each other and we're friends and we're oh so loving and happy. Why? Because I feel like I'm on death row and I know that you and I, just like me and Meredith, me and Crystal, we don't stay friends for long. War is inevitable. So I'm a different kind of sick when we're at peace, because I know it's going to end soon and we're going to be at war again. So it's like I'm waiting for my turn on death row, waiting for them to pull the plug, hit the switch, whatever, give me a lethal injection. So it's like the waiting game. It's like the better things are between us, the more sick I get, because the more I know I'm going to be hurt when we finally have a war. The past week or two, however long it was when we were friends, I was happy, but I was also sick and nauseous knowing I'm going to be heartbroken again once we go to war. Whoever starts it, it's still heartbreaking. And sure enough, here I am, heartbroken. Yes, I trash talk you, I say things I regret. That's my way of dealing with hurt. I would rather trash talk you and insult you and make like I'm maintaining my dignity than to be, oh, I miss Flatline, I miss Misty, I miss it. Because that's pitiful and pathetic, and it just breaks my heart. Just like I'm sure it's easier for you to trash talk me than to say, I miss Ken, I miss him being my friend. It helps you cope with the loss of a friend. And I apologize for my trash talking. I always do. But it's my way of dealing with losing you as a friend. That's the way I cope. Let me pause this a second and regain my thoughts. Okay, back after a 2-minute pause, because I'm trying not to repeat myself over and over. I'm trying to keep my words. I don't know. I don't care who watches this, as long as Misty watches it. I don't care how long it takes Misty to watch it. 10 minutes a day, I don't care. Just watch it so you know the truth. I'm tired of the war. I'm tired of the hate. I'm tired of, regardless who starts what starts what, I'm tired of the war. I'm tired. I have 2 main enemies who I have to deal with, and one of them I took off of YouTube. Bye-bye. Fails. F-A-I-L-Z. Fails. You got caught with your pants down. Oh well. That's what happens when you're a bully. Because people catch you with your pants down. And the other one is going back to jail. That's another fact. Sorry, Misty, but your soulmate is going back to jail. I'm tired of fighting with people I don't need to fight with. I'm tired of fighting with Misty. It sucks. It hurts. In the simplest words, why don't you just let go of Flatline? These are people who know Flatline. They don't know Misty. And they're sick of hearing me explain myself, but yet they still keep saying, why don't you let go of her? Well, for those people who keep telling me, why don't you just let go of her, just walk away from her, all she does is hurt you. Well, those are the same people who are sick and tired of me explaining why I can't let go of her. But if you don't listen to why I can't let go of her and you can't accept it, then you can't tell me or ask me why I can't just walk away. Because I can't walk away from someone who I know as a person, as Misty. I know who she is. I know what she's been through. I know secrets about her that no one knows and I will never expose. And she knows things about me that hopefully she will never expose. Watch her get tortured over that. Yeah, just like the pictures. Oh, show me those pictures, Flatline. No, I'm not going to show them to anyone. I just want to see. Yeah, and then they're all over the internet. Not my pictures, but another former friend of Misty's who her master caused her to lose as a friend. I can't let go. I can't stop caring about a friend, someone I care about, someone who I know in real life, someone who I spent hours and hours crying with, laughing with, talking with, hearing about her life, hearing about God. Yes, Meredith is a survivor. Physical, mental, emotional abuse. You know what, Misty? If there's anyone you can relate to, sorry to tell you this, but it's Meredith. because she has been through so much shit with so many men. She was nearly beaten to death. The two of you can relate in so many ways. But Master won't allow that. So Master tells you lies about, oh, Meredith said this, Meredith said that, when Mare Bear never said anything about you until she got tired of hearing you believing the lies, and she defended herself. Because you're streaming for 2 hours one night, cursing her out, threatening her violently, telling people to go flag her channel, which that's the ultimate YouTube crime. So yeah, she defended herself. But up until that point, she did not mention your name. She kicked me off her panel for mentioning your name because she didn't want to even think about you. And she wasn't, and she was not talking about you. But you were lied to by people who want to sabotage you and keep you from being friends with his enemy. Meredith is his enemy, so thou shalt not be friends with Meredith. And now he's throwing Crystal under the bus, because Crystal doesn't have enough problems with her mother. So now he's going to make Crystal's life miserable. But trash me for the past year almost, 8 months, saying I made Crystal's life miserable, and I didn't have any compassion for her, which was true, but we were mutually fighting. But now he is going to trash Crystal and make her life a living hell when she has to take care of a dying mother. Hypocrisy? Really? Winning? Yeah, winning at controlling people, at being a puppet master. He now has a channel called Puppet Master. At least he admits it. I can't let go of a friend. I can't stop caring about a friend who I've gotten to know in real life, who I know so much about that no one else knows about, and just the fact she trusted me enough with that private information that I have total respect for her. Just as Meredith has shared secrets with me, Crystal has shared that. I will never tell anyone. I will never stoop that low. Like I said, Lisa never meant anything to me because she snapped at me. She has, for some reason, maybe because she is a 50-year-old alcoholic and she's been drunk for so many years that her brain is shot. And she has hated me for so many reasons. I don't even know why. But I don't care about her. I don't wish her anything bad, but I'm not trying to help her because I don't care about her. I had no friendship with her. Misty, I had a friendship with. I had a beautiful friendship with. And that's why I can't stop caring about her and I can't walk away from her, because I know this beautiful angel of a person with a beautiful heart. No, I'm not going to cry. This beautiful angel of a person who has been through hell and back. Trust me, I believe. I understand why she drinks like she does. If I could stand the taste of alcohol, I would be an alcoholic too, with all the shit I have to endure, including my anxiety and depression. I understand why she drinks, but still, it's counterproductive. It's not making the pain go away. It's making you forget about it while you're drunk until you sober up. Problems are still there, and so is a hangover. And it's also destroying your life and your liver and your vital organs and your brain cells and everything else. You have to clean yourself up, Misty. You have to get help. You have to ask for help. Admit that you need help. Professional help, whatever. There's no shame in being an alcoholic, a drug addict, whatever. I'm not saying you're a drug addict, I'm saying anybody. There's no shame in being an alcoholic or a drug addict, but it is pretty shameful not wanting to get help. You need help. And you have one person who will not stop telling you you need help because I tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And that's what you hate about me the most. I don't sugarcoat shit. I tell you what you need to hear, the truth, out of love, out of care, out of respect, to help you. And that's why I can never walk away from you. I can never turn my back on you. I can never stop having your back, even though I can't actively have your back anymore. I can't watch your streams, even if I'm awake. I refuse to watch your streams because I don't want to see you slurring your speech, licking the beer can, doing like it's almost like a striptease without actually stripping. And all the horny men, some of them are married with kids, admitting it, saying, yes, I'm married with 3 kids, but I want to take you to a hotel and make love to you. And you're taking it all as compliments when, Misty, you don't deserve to be some old man's side piece. You deserve to be someone's centerpiece. You don't need to be somebody's mistress. You don't deserve to be somebody's piece of ass. You don't deserve to be somebody's cam sex. You don't deserve to be someone's basic blow-up doll on camera. You deserve to have someone who loves you, respects you, and will treat you like the angel that you are. Yes, this is my truth. If anybody doesn't like it, I don't care. I'm telling the truth. Things are horrible between me and Misty. But I never stopped caring, loving, and trying to help her. But I can't actively help her. I can't go on her streams. Yeah, I've got a wrench. I'm a mod. I could go in there and kick everybody out, but I'm not going to do that because she'll just get pissed at me, take away my wrench, block me. I'm not going to do that. Misty, you have a wrench on my channel. You've never been blocked from my channel. You have a wrench on my channel. You're free to come into my chat and not talk about this, that, or anything else. Just like always, music. The best stream I ever had was because of you, devoted to you. And you remember that night a few weeks ago when you were doing your stream and you were trashed and all these horny dogs were just coming at you. Oh, Flatline, I want to smash you. Oh, Flatline, cam with me, cam. You got teenagers wanting to cam with you. You got this 23-year-old T-boob. Trust me, he just wants to cam with you. He's not your best friend. You notice how he overdoes it? It's like drag queens. Drag queens over-exaggerate the actions of a woman. They get dressed up and people know it's a man, so they have to really convince people that they're a woman, even though they're not. So they over-exaggerate the way a woman talks and walks and the feminine qualities. Real women don't act like that. A drag queen will go overboard in trying to be womanly, feminine. Guys who are really your friends won't go overboard in telling you. If I was in your chat, Misty, I wouldn't be saying, "Oh, baby, sweetheart, you're so sweet. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, I like you so much." No, I would be talking to you like I always talk to you. But this T-boob, this kid, everything you say. I remember a stream you did a couple days ago. Someone sent me the screenshots of the comments. You said something about, I don't know, I'm whistling to a song. And he commented, "Oh, that's so cute, hon. Oh, that's so..." Come on, give me a break. He's really saying, "Oh, come cam with me, Flatline. I gotta get my rocks off." Don't you see it, Misty? All these men want to do is smash you. Even cyber smash you. And all I want to do is protect you from that scum and be your friend, but I can't do it anymore because I can't block. I'm not going to block people. I'm not going to kick people out because you'll just let them back in and block me. I can't watch, and therefore I can't watch your streams because watching, I'm totally helpless. I'm sitting here like, I want to block this one, everyone, including him, Master, the boss, the puppet master, your soulmate. I want to block everybody, but I can't. So I can't sit there and watch a house burning down knowing there's a family inside, but for some reason I can't rescue them. So I'd rather not watch the house burn down and the people burn alive. So So I can't watch your streams because it makes me sick and I can't do anything about it. And even if I come on there and I can't watch you in anyone else's streams. I can't read your comments. I just have to totally ignore you because I can't actively try to help you, actively have your back. By going in, protecting you, trying to save you like the Lone Ranger, I can't do that. Because it tortures me and it pisses you off. So yeah, Misty, I always had your back and I always will. But I can't be there to notice when you need me to help you. You're going to have to come and tell me you need help with something because I can't watch you because I can't act the way I want. I can't help you because you won't let me help you. So I still have your back, but now I have to stay away from your streams, any streams that you're in, because anything I do will only make you hate me. So I give up on watching you, listening to you, because I can't interject, I can't intervene and help you because you don't want that. But I am always here, always will be, always will have your back. If you tell me you need help, I will always be here, and you're always welcome in my streams, and I will not insult you. I will not insult you. And I will not let anyone else trash you. And you know the difference between my friends and yours. Your friends, like Lisa, will attack me for no reason. My friends will not attack you for no reason. They will attack you if they have a reason. And out of respect for me, they won't attack you at all. They will follow that old ancient Chinese secret motto. It's an old commercial, never mind. If you don't have something nice to say about someone, don't say anything at all. That's the kind of friends I have. They will not attack you. If they have nothing nice to say, they won't say anything. Those are real friends. So that's why I can't just stay away, walk away from Flatline, because I see this beautiful, forget the outside beauty, it's the inside that matters the most. This beautiful, warm-hearted, loving, kind, compassionate human being. I can't just sit around and watch her self-destruct after I've gotten to know her. Even if I can't physically help her, I can't change her, I just can't give up. I'm sorry. It's like abandoning someone and leaving them for dead. And I will not wait for the day when I hear, hey, did you hear about Flatline? Yeah, she's dead. She drank herself into an alcohol coma, or she died of something, or, she gave up on life because of her friends torturing her. I don't want that day to come, and I'll have to sit here and say, damn, I wish I could have, should have, would have. No, I don't want that day to happen, but I would rather sit here and say, well, I did all I can to help. That's why I never give up. That's why I never let go. But unlike before, I'm no longer watching you, I'm no longer listening to you anywhere, because it just breaks my heart seeing you being controlled, seeing you being stalked by these horny dogs. I can't. Seeing you attack Meredith because people are telling you she's on her stream right now, cursing you out, making fun of your kids, and you're believing it. You're not even going onto her stream to hear for yourself. But yet you have total control. You understand? There's a learning curve here. You're in total control, but yet other people are in control of you. You talk about your friends. Now, Lisa, a couple weeks ago, him, master of puppets. Yeah. He was doing his stupid stream as always, lying about me as always, but I don't go there, it doesn't bother me. But then somebody sends me a screenshot, somebody sends me a link and says, oh, he's talking shit about you, he's lying about you. I can't resist. I'm weak-minded. I have to click on. I go over there. He's talking lies about me. So I go in there. Surprisingly, I wasn't blocked. Maybe he had it set up. I went in there and I confronted him, and of course, all he can do is call me names. Oh, Mr. Creepo this, Mr. Creepo that. Where's your car? Where's your mother? He's just, he cannot fight. He cannot argue intelligently. He's a child. He's a child. Woo! Woo! He's a child. So I went in there and I confronted him for lying about me. And from out of nowhere, Lisa, his main mod, his main puppet, comes in and says exactly, F you, Mr. Creepo, go effing kill yourself, go effing drink a bunch of NyQuil and kill yourself already. Yeah, get the F out. Yeah, that was it. Get the F out, Mr. Creepo, and go drink some more effing NyQuil and end your life already. Her exact words. Now, Flatline, Misty, if one of my friends came at you like that when you said nothing to them, would you fight back? Yes, you would. So you can't blame me. I don't even have to explain this because I explained it to you and you apologized, you admitted you were wrong, just as Crystal did, and I forgive you both. So we don't have to, I don't have to talk about that, but yeah. Lisa attacked me for no reason except to defend her master. So you're damn right. She told me to kill myself. I'm going to come back and call her an alcoholic, 50-year-old drunk, whatever. And she's going, oh my God, how dare you talk to me like that? Bitch, please. Who started it? I didn't even know you were here. You started it. Another one of those self-entitled snowflakes who thinks they can attack somebody and nobody's going to give it back to them. No, I give it back. Alright? Misty, you came into that stream and you said in all capital letters, I'm just here for Lisa. I'm just here to say hi to, I'm just here to talk to Lisa. Okay? Your exact words. But Puppet Master saw the perfect opportunity to start trouble. So he told you, hey Flat, you see what Mr. Creepo is saying to Lisa? You hear what he's saying to Lisa? He's attacking Lisa. And what do, Misty? The person who has total control over everything? Well, you don't scroll up in the comments to see who started the problem, who started the war. You attack me right away, not on there, but on Facebook. And say, oh my God, how dare you talk to Lisa like that? She's my best friend, and you block me. You block me without knowing why I was attacking, aka defending myself against Lisa. But that's done. We made up over that. But my point is, after Bitch Boy turned you against me, and you went and blocked me on Facebook, he also kicked you out of the stream. He deleted you. He blocked you. He kicked you out. Now, Lisa's your best friend, and she was there as a mod, his main mod. Did she say anything to him? Did she call him out? Did she say, whatever you want to call him, how dare you kick my best friend out? She just came here to say hi to me. No, she did not. I know because I stood there long enough to listen. She did not once tell him not to block you, not to kick you out. She did not say, unblock my friend, my best friend who came here to see me. No, she did not defend you at all. If it was you, Flatline, if you were in there and Lisa came in and said, I'm here to talk to Flatline, and Bitch Boy kicked Lisa out, I'm sure you would go after his ass and curse him out and call him out and attack him and tell him not to block your best friend. Or you would probably leave. Did Lisa do that? No, she didn't. And don't make excuses and say maybe she didn't know. She did know because they were talking about you afterwards. He was telling Lisa that he kicked you out. I don't know exactly what he said, proof that I'm not lying because I'm not making anything up, but whatever he said, yeah, he made it clear to Lisa that he blocked you, that he kicked you out. She didn't say a damn thing. And it was about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You think she was drunk at 3 o'clock in the afternoon? Maybe, but hell, hey, you can't blame alcohol for everything. She did not defend you, Misty, her friend, when he kicked you out. So, are you sure she's your best friend? You would have stuck up for her. She didn't stick up for you. That's your best friend. Do you think you could call her at 7 or 8 in the morning when she wants to be sleeping and say, I need to talk for a few hours? You think she would? You think she would sit on the phone voluntarily? Again, you didn't ask me to, you didn't tell me to. You didn't even expect me to. You cared more about me than you cared about yourself and said, Ken, you don't have to listen to me. I just want to hear my music. I'm not going to talk. But I wanted to be there to hear you happy and laughing and knowing you were happy. Would Lisa sit on the phone with you for an hour and a half while you listen to your music and you're happy? Hell no, and you know it. She would not sit on the phone for 5 minutes in silence and listen to music that she doesn't like. In fact, music that she hates. Sorry, we have different tastes of music. It's nothing to base a friendship on or trash a friendship on. Lisa would not sit there for 5 minutes, let alone 90 minutes like I did, and listen to songs she doesn't like just because she wants to hear you happy. Try it sometime. Test how much of a friend she is to you compared to me. You think she would cancel her dates or her streams like I have canceled many streams? I canceled a doctor's appointment one day because I was talking to you. Even my appointment was for 8 a.m. I was talking to you until like 8:30, 9 a.m. I canceled a doctor's appointment. And I didn't tell you about it because I didn't want you to feel bad. I'm telling you now, not because I want you to feel bad, but because I want to tell you what other friend would do that but me. Rhetorical question. Nobody. Especially not Lisa. So, Misty, you want to know who your friends really are? Take a look at the guy babbling on the screen for the past hour and 5 minutes, because this is the best, truest friend you will ever have. And the fact that we fight so much is proof of how much I care about you. Yeah, oh, that doesn't make any sense. We fight because you care so much about me? I attack you because I care so much about you? Yeah. Yeah, and you know exactly why. Because the only times we ever fight is because of him. When the only times we are happy and at peace is when you are at war with him. At least 20 times since I first started talking to you 4.5 months ago. When you go to war with him because he does all of those sweet things like make troll accounts with your naked body, a dead fetus, naming it after your dead child, saying, yeah, mommy, flatline, it's me, I'm down here in hell because you failed me as a mother. It's a good thing I died because I don't have to be raised by a terrible mother like you. Bam! Any woman in her right mind, if a man said that to her, even as a troll, she would never speak his name again, let alone flirt with him, hang out with him, get back together with him, cam sex with him, cam talk to him, anything with him. But you went right back to him 2-3 days later. And he made another. He's made countless accounts attacking you. I even showed you the proof where I clicked on the comment on the channel and it took me to his channel, Domino Harvey. Proof. You say I attack you because I care about you. because I'm trying to keep you from being used and abused even worse by him. He attacks you because it's what he gets off on. Because he hates himself. He can't care about anyone else. He can't love anyone else. He can't love himself. He can't even like himself. He can't even show his face because he knows it'll put him back in jail. If he is one speeding ticket away from years in prison. Because when they run his name, they will find out who he is. Warrants out for his arrest. Fact. Watch. One speeding ticket. That's all it will take. He has trashed you. Remember the time when you fought with him and he right away uploaded a video about the slimy slug, calling you a Flatline's outback slug or something like that, and you saw he made the video the day before when you were supposedly happily together. He made a trashy video against you, trashing you, when you were together and happy. Why? Because he knew eventually you would be at war and he would already have the video made. That's low. That's a slimy slug. Him, not you. That's a slimy slug, and you know it. When have I ever done that? The things he's done, the things he's said about your children, the things he said... I can't even give you a top 50 list of all the horrifying things he's said and done to you. I have those videos of those screenshots of all the comments he's made about you, pretending to be your dead baby. Good God. And you wonder why. I swear that you are soulmates. Flatline, Misty, you know it's fact. You and him are soulmates. I'm not making fun of you. I'm not trashing you. It's a fact. I've been there. I've done that. I was with a girl for 8 years. In real life. Long before YouTube came along. Long before the internet came along. For 8 years, she cheated on me. That ended that relationship. I considered her my soulmate for years after that. You can't turn your feelings off and on like a light switch. I've been there. I've done that. I was in love with someone who treated me like shit. But I couldn't turn my feelings off like a light switch. It took time. And for you, Misty, it will take time. But the way you're doing it, it's never going to happen. You and I only are at peace when you and him fight. And you're telling me you're on my stream, you're telling everyone else how much you hate him, you're done with him, you're exposing him or outing him, you're telling everybody his real name about the tattoos. And then when you make up with him, you say, oh, I said that just to piss him off, and you know it's a lie. You were telling the truth. A couple weeks ago, you saw the light. Crystal saw the light. Meredith saw the light. You saw the light. You were calling him by his real name. Now you're back to calling him Gun. Denial. The most powerful drug of all. The only time you and I are at peace is when you and him are at war. And the more you and him fight, the closer we become. But when you start going back to him, either gradually or like that, soon as you get back with him, you and I, our friendship starts to fade away and crumble. Why? Because I start lecturing you. Because I'm such a horrible person who cares and loves you so much that I just can't watch you self-destruct while he manipulates and pushes all the buttons and helps you destroy yourself. I can't just sit by and watch that happen. So yes, I start lecturing you. I start telling you things. You start telling me to shut up. And then eventually, I pop, I explode, and like the other day, I just go all out and say, oh, blah, 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 you're his frisbee fetching dog, you're his soulmate, he owns you. That's what happened the other day. That's how it is. Every time we've been friends and peaceful is when you and him were at war. And then the only time our friendship ended and we started fighting was when you went back with him and just started getting close to him again. It's a routine. Because when you're at war with him and you're swearing you're done with him forever, I have no reason to lecture you, because everything is good. But when you go back to him, take him back, whatever the case, yes, I start lecturing again, because God, I got her off the drug, she got off the drug, whatever, now she's back on the drug. I'm going to try intervention once again until Misty gets tired of hearing me preach, and then Misty snaps at me, and then I blow up like I did the other day. We were fine. The day before I blew up on you, you were on your stream. Somebody, I didn't hear it or see it because I don't watch your streams. Somebody told me that you were saying, Ken, Mr. Perfect, whatever, is my friend. He's my best friend, or whatever you said. And I don't care what anybody says, Ken is my true friend. I didn't see it or hear it, but I believe what the person said. And thank you for having my back, Misty, and saying that. But what a coincidence. The next day I blew up on you. And why? Because a couple weeks ago you were done with him for good. I was stupid enough to believe. Every time you said you were done with him, I knew you were going to be back. I bet you so many hundreds of dollars that you lost. Every time you said you were done with him, I knew. Couple days, a week. Sure enough, I was always right. But this time I actually believed that you were done with him. You took a couple days off of YouTube, not a whole hell of a long time to get over something, but a couple of days. You came back, you were making friends with my friends. Yeah, Dusty. Dusty is an amazing person who cares about you, still cares about you, and feels sorry for you and feels bad for you and can relate to you. I don't know what you and Meredith went through, why you hate each other, why you hate her, but hey, she said, I don't know, I don't want to know. But you know what? You have more in common with Meredith than you know. But certain people won't allow you to be friends with the Master's enemies. And that's why I blew up the other day, because a couple of weeks ago you swore you were done with him, and I was stupid enough to believe you. But then he kept exposing you and saying, yeah, she tweeted me the other night saying, good night, baby, dream about me. Oh wait, maybe he's lying. No, because you admitted it was true, Misty. You admitted it was true. But what did you do? You blamed alcohol. Oh, I was drunk. I don't remember that. See, you always blame alcohol, which is probably another reason you drink, because you want to be able to blame alcohol on your stupid actions. And then he announced that, what was the other one? What else did he say? I don't know, that you were talking to him on something else. Yeah, you were, wait, let me pause and think about this. Okay, no, he said that you messaged him on Twitter saying, dream, good night, babe, sweet dreams, or good night, baby, dream about me. You admitted it was true, but you blame alcohol. And I was watching your streams, and he was coming on your streams. And of course you won't block him. Why? Because you don't want to block anyone. But Misty, McFly, wake up. There are certain people you have to block. Like people who are poisonous to you. People who have control over you. Because the only way to break that control, to cut that leash, keep those frisbees from flying into the distance that you have to run and fetch. The only way to do that is to block and ignore. That's why I have him blocked. That's why I have Porky Pig, who's no longer around, blocked. That's why I have all my enemies blocked. Because they don't bother me anymore. I know they're talking about me, I don't care. They're blocked, they're ignored. Yeah, I trash talk them, but there's no emotions involved. It's just they're garbage, and there's no emotional attachment. You have an emotional attachment to that monster, and that's why you can't block and ignore him. If you blocked him and ignored him, didn't go into any of his streams, didn't go anywhere he was, oh, but all my friends are his friends, so we have to get along with each other. No, you don't. Facts are facts. With the exception, Mills. Mills, you think so highly of Mills. Mills wants nothing to do with that monster. Are you going to question Mills? I used to hate Mills. Now I adore Mills. Yeah, she's an amazing person. She wants nothing to do with that monster, but you want everything to do with him. If you blocked him and ignored him long enough for you to get over him, then maybe you can go back to talking to your friends, not going on his streams, not letting him on your streams. Keep him blocked. If I let him come onto my streams, I would be triggered every single night, and I would be losing my sanity, and I would be an alcoholic or just drinking NyQuil. But I'm smart. I block poisonous people. You can't do that. And this is another reason why I can't let go of you, because I know why you can't. You're not stupid, you're highly educated, you have a problem, you are mentally dominated by this monster. That's one reason why you drink. Another reason you drink is because of all the other misery in your life, especially with men. I understand. That's why I don't look at you as some just useless, worthless, trashy drunk. Yeah, I say it when I'm pissed, and I'm sorry, but I'm not going to say it anymore. Because I understand. Here's the guy who drinks NyQuil when he just can't take the shit anymore. So how can I judge you? I understand you. That's why I can't let go. Again, how do you have total control? If you did, you wouldn't be drinking. If you did, you would block him and ignore him forever and ever and ever and ever. Troll account comes into your stream, it's him blocked. But no, you'll let him into your stream. 2 weeks ago, I hate him, I'm done with him. But then I notice you're letting him in your streams under his troll accounts. And you're flirting with him. And then you're cursing at him. Then you're yelling at him. Then you're calling him a jerk. You're calling him an ass. And then you're flirting with him. And you're too drunk to remember. And the next day, I will remind you, you hate him so much you want nothing to do with him, but you were flirting with him last night. Oh, I was so drunk I don't remember. See, playing the alcohol card. You don't play the victim card, you play the alcohol card. I'm too drunk to remember. So Misty, let me ask you, if I drank a lot of alcohol or NyQuil, and I was so drunk, and I got on a stream one night and I totally trashed you and your kids and your family, and then told you the next day, sorry, I don't remember saying that, I was too drunk, would you forgive me? I hope you wouldn't, because alcohol is not an excuse, and you've even agreed to that before. You're drunk, you're streaming, you're flirting with him, telling him you miss him. He's testing you. I can see how he's manipulating you, pushing his buttons, just like the night he came into your account, and I have the screenshots under Jake the Snake, that's one of his troll accounts. He came into my stream talking like he does. Jake the Snake is him. You didn't know about that account. He came into your stream as Jake the Snake, pretending to be somebody else, and you were flirting with him, talking sweet to him. Then he also came into your stream as him, and you were cursing him out and talking shit and saying you're a jerk, you're an ass. and going back to talking to Jake the Snake and flirting with him. Not smart enough to know that it's the same person, the same monster, him. He is Jake the Snake, and he is whatever channel you were cursing him out under. You thought you were cursing out him and flirting with Jake the Snake. No, it's the same person. You were flirting with him and cursing him out at the same time. That's how much control he has over you. You're flirting with him while arguing with him because you don't know that he's both accounts. That's control. And you're doing streams where he's there and you're talking and he's pushing your buttons. He's saying things like, "Hey, Flat, what really sucks is when people interfere in other people's online relationships," which basically means, too bad Mr. Creepo interjected himself in our relationship. Otherwise, we would still be together, living happily ever after, master and servant. That's basically what he was implying. Too bad Mr. Creepo ruined things between us. And you sat there and you thought about it for a few seconds and yeah, that's true. You're right about that. So, Misty, you agreed that it's too bad I interfered in your relationship with him. Because you regret that I interfered, and you regret that things went bad with him. You wish you and him were still living happily ever after. He throws the frisbee, you fetch. Everyone thinks of you as a lowlife because they judge you based on not only the company you keep, but the master you serve. Too bad people interject. Too bad people interfere in other people's online relationships. Yeah, that's true. I agree. So you agree that it's a bad thing that I helped break up your relationship. Okay. I'm sorry, Misty, that I came in between the two of you and caused so much trouble. Not sorry. And don't forget the stream you did where he wasn't on. Where you that was the night when I invited you onto my stream and we had the best stream ever. He wasn't on there, but all those horny men, all the horny dogs were there trying to get with you, can with you, and you're doing your little strip tease, licking your beer can, licking your fingers, and all these guys, they just want to pound you. They just want to cyber with you. And that was the night you burst into tears saying, "I miss my man." Him! So, you want nothing to do with him, you hate him, you never want to talk to him again, you're done with him, period, exclamation point. But you burst into tears saying how much you miss your man. Contradiction? Hypocritical? Yes, damn straight. And yes, I'm going to call you out on it. Because it shows that you are not done with him. You are not finished with him. You do not want nothing to do with him. Because when you're drunk, the truth comes out. You cry and you say you miss your man. That shows that you are soulmates. You are and always will be together. You will never be apart longer than a few days. And that was the night when I couldn't take it anymore. And you just were crying, and I was private messaging you, saying on Facebook, saying, so I mistakenly, after I took a 15-minute break, I came back and I thought I unpaused it, but I shut it off. So I ended the video, and as you can tell by the cut, now I'm starting a new video. Maybe I'll be talking all night. Oh well. Back to what I was saying the night when you were streaming and crying about, "I miss my man," and all the horny dogs for begging you to come cam with them, especially that little child, whatever he is, a teenager, Ghost something, I don't know what his name, Ghost something. Oh, cam with me, Flatline, cam. That's all he said throughout your stream. Cam with me, cam with me, cam with me, cam with me. And you were crying, and you said you miss your man, and yeah, that showed me that you're not done with him, you're not over him. But that's when I realized you were falling apart, and you needed to be rescued from that stream. You were crying, and I messaged you on Facebook, and I told you, end your stream. I'll start a stream in your honor, play nothing but music for you. You don't need a bunch of horny dogs and teenagers begging you to go on cam with them. You need friends, you need people who care about you. Please, end this stream. Nobody cares about your feelings. Come to my stream and be surrounded by friends and love and peace. And you didn't think twice. You shut down your stream. You came to my stream. And we had the best stream ever. And at the beginning of the stream, that little ghost boy, whatever his name is, he came into my chat and he was still begging you, Flat, I thought you were coming, I thought you were on Messenger. I want to cam with you. That's all he cares about. That's all he cared about. Getting you on cam before you sober up. And yeah, I had a problem with that because he came onto my stream and he's trying to take you away from me and friends who care about you. And that's all that horny little twerp wanted, just to cam with you. And I'm not going to have that on my stream because you didn't need to be somebody's cyber blow-up doll that night, or any night, but especially that night. You needed to be surrounded with friends and happiness and peace and relaxation, which is what you got and what you thanked me for a million times, even though you never have to thank me for that. That's what friends do. But the horny little twerp, either you weren't reading his comments or you were ignoring them, but he kept telling you, Flatline, I'm waiting for you on Messenger to cam with me. Like how needy and pathetic he sounded. So I blocked him and deleted him. His last comment to you was calling you stupid. Something about stupid Flat. I took a screenshot of it, of course. I forgot exactly what he said, but he called you stupid. Yeah. See how guys are? Real nice and sweet and loving to you and friendly when they think they have a chance of getting on cam with you. But when you realize they lost their chance, truth comes out. Stupid Flat. That's a fact. That's how men are. I know men. I'm a man. I don't treat women like that, but I know how my species, gender, acts. They're all loving and friendly with you when they think they have a chance of getting your rocks off. But when they realize they're not getting that chance, oh, fuck you, bitch, you're ugly, I don't want you anyway. Or calling you stupid like he called you. That was the end of that. That shows you what one of your male admirers think of you. Trust me, all the others are the same, and you'll find that out in time. If you even care. But we had the best stream ever. Surrounded friends. Panda, who used to hate me and I used to hate her because she believed him, the monster, until she woke up and realized the monster he was. And she apologized to me, to you, to everyone for supporting him. And Amanda is a true friend to me, even though you tried to steer her away from me in the stream. Oh yeah, T-Boob, in his stream the other night, you told her to, watch out for me, I'm a creep, I'm gonna turn on her. whatever, she can think for herself and be friends with who she wants, but that was the best stream ever. You were surrounded by friends. And we messaged each other on Facebook for a couple hours after that. And it was beautiful. And I think that's the morning when I stayed on the phone with you for an hour and a half while you listened to your music. I think that's the same morning, I'm not sure. Yes, I am. I'm pretty sure that was the same morning I stayed on the phone. After like a 6-hour stream with you, for you, because of you, dedicated to you. I stayed on the phone with you for a couple hours while you listened to basically the same songs again. And I was happy because you were happy. That's the kind of friend I am. I don't care about Flatline on cam. Yeah, I do if it's a face-to-face conversation where we can actually connect like human beings and talk to each other and not get text misunderstandings like we always do, and everything gets misunderstood through text. But whenever you are at war with him, you get closer to me. And whenever we fight, and we always fight over him, even the Lisa fight was over him. When you blocked me over the Lisa thing, that was because of him. That's because he purposely manipulated it, telling you, hey Flat, look at how he's attacking Lisa. So because he told you to look at how I was attacking Lisa, of course he didn't give you permission to scroll up in the comments to see that Lisa started attacking me, telling me to kill myself. That was because of him too. And every time you and him get back together, that's when we fight. Because it hurts me, it bothers me, it breaks my heart, makes me do stupid things, because I hate watching you self-destruct while he is behind the dashboard steering the vessel, driving you closer, faster to your grave than you will ever get there. He doesn't care about you. You said it yourself. How can he care about anyone if he doesn't care about himself? So what happened the other day? You were on your stream, we were friends, you told everybody, fuck you, Mr. Perfect is my friend, he's a real friend. Thank you for that, even though I didn't hear it for myself. The next day, I was doing some stupid things, I had some crazy thoughts, you were there for me, thank you very much, it means everything. But then I started to question you, as always, about your contradictions. I asked you if you were with him again. And of course you freaked out. No, I'm not, all capital letters. I am not with him. I'm done with him. I told you that. I hate having to keep repeating myself over and over again. I'm done with him. We are just trying to get along. He still tries to get with me, but that won't happen. Okay, let's analyze that. We are just trying to get along, but he still tries to get with me. That's a contradiction. If you were both just trying to get along, he wouldn't be trying to get with you. Get back with you. If you were both trying to just get along, you would both be trying to just get along. The fact that he is trying to get with you, as everyone can see, the manipulation, him being in your streams, him sweet-talking you, it's obvious he's trying to get back with you, as if he ever lost you. The fact that he's trying to get back with you shows that he is not just trying to get along with you, he is trying to dominate you which he has total control over you. So it's a contradiction. You say you're both just trying to get along, but he's still trying to get with you, which contradicts your previous statement that you're just trying to get along with each other. No, you could say you're trying to get along with him, but he is still trying to get with you. Don't say we are just trying to get along with each other, but he keeps trying to get with me. Because it's a contradiction, and that's when I called you out on that contradiction. And pointed out, well, how about when you burst into tears saying, I miss my man. If you're done with him in capital letters, you want nothing to do with him, it'll never happen. Why are you crying about how much you miss him? Why are you sending him messages on Twitter saying, good night, baby, dream about me? And according to him, you and him are on cam every night, but that's what he says. I can't. That's his word. His word is that the two of you are on camera every night doing you know what. But that's just his version. But you did message him, good night, baby, dream about me. You did burst into tears on your own stream, saying you miss your man, and that's what I questioned you about. And when I questioned you about that, and I did it in a nice way, I didn't attack you, I didn't yell at you, curse at you, insult you, I just questioned you. I said, how can you say you're done with him if you were crying about him the other day, saying you miss your man? And that's when you freaked out and snapped on me. Oh my God, you're such a jerk. Your exact words, go back and read it. You're such a jerk, I can't believe you, I'm done. I'm not talking to you for the rest of the day, good night. Because you knew I was right, and you knew you couldn't give an answer that wouldn't prove my point. How could you be done with someone who you cry about missing? You could not answer that question, so you freaked out, called me a jerk, said you weren't talking to me for the rest of the day and night, and you logged off. And as always, that's when I snapped. As always. You fight with him, you and I are best friends. You get back together with him, or show signs of getting back together with him that anybody can see, but you still deny it. I call you out on it, you snap on me, call me a jerk, and then I snap and that's it. You have reason to hate me and to block me. I snapped on you, told you the truth. You're soulmates. You'll never be apart. You'll always be together. When you say you hate him, you want nothing to do with him, what you really mean is, I miss him. Like when you cried and said you missed him. And I gave you that whole speech, good luck catching frisbees, go back to your master. It's all true. Yeah, it's said in an angry way. Everything I said was in an angry way because, yeah, I snapped. Because 2 weeks earlier you were done with him forever, completely. You were blocking, you were ignoring. But then you gradually stopped blocking and ignoring, and you're letting him in your stream, and you're flirting with him when you're drunk. You're telling him you miss him. You're crying about missing him. And when I ask you about it, in a respectful way, you snap on me. And then I snap on you. And I gave you, whether you read it or not, I don't know, but I went off on you about he controls you, he owns you, you are his property, which is a fact. Ask anyone, except your friends. Because if you ask Lisa, well, she's his main squeeze, along with little dumber than a box of rocks Bunny, so you can't ask them. Ask some sober people. Ask some of my friends, or ask people who are neutral. They will tell you the same thing. You and him will always be. And that's why people always tell me that I'm wasting my time with you. Because even they swear that you and him have always been together and will always be together. And there's nothing I can say or do to change that. And I understand your inability to turn your feelings on and off like a light switch, but you're not even trying. You're not even trying. Block, ignore, get over him, and get help for drinking, because that is destroying your life, and most of your drinking is related to him. If he wasn't in your life, you would drink at least a lot less. A lot less. You have a shitty life, Misty, and I know that. And I respect that. And that's why I'm so patient with you. That's why I never stopped caring, loving, trying. Because I see you as just a fragile, broken into a million pieces doll. A doll of an angel, broken into a million pieces, and that monster is wearing military boots and just trampling all over those broken pieces. So now there's billions of pieces. Your heart is crumbling. Well, he's got the wrecking ball, and it's aimed at your rib cage. He doesn't care about you. He wants to control you, manipulate you, own you. And if he can't have you, no one can. When you're friends with me, he trashes you. When Crystal and Meredith are friends with me, he trashes them. When anybody is friends with me, he trashes them. Just look at all the shit, the evil things he has done to you since we started talking March 30th. I can't even count how many evil things he's done to you in the past 4.5 months. How about the past year, or however long you've known him for? You said it yourself. When you went on Twitter for the first time, you saw that he was using your name and trashing you for an entire year without you knowing it. Will you ever wake up? Well, those were my last words on Facebook, and I knew you were going to block me, of course. So, I didn't want to be blocked one more time, so I saved you the problem, I saved you the time and energy, and I blocked you. Not because I wanted to, but because I knew you would block me, and instead of me being the victim this time, I wanted to be the one to do the blocking. And you blocked me in return, so I would like to unblock you, but I can't because you're the last one to do the blocking. So only you could unblock me, so I could unblock you. I can't unblock you. I tried. I can't. When someone blocks someone, they can unblock them. But if the other person blocks them in return, the second person to do the blocking has to do the second person to do the blocking has to do the unblocking. So I can't unblock you unless you unblock me, and then I can unblock you. Not that you want to unblock me or talk to me ever again, but I'm just telling you. And I said my final pipe bomb. I dropped my final pipe bomb of truth that you can't handle because you know it's true. Even if you deny it, you know it's true deep down inside, and it shows in your actions. That was a couple days ago. You go into his streams, he's in your streams. Oh yeah, the other day you even told him to come into your stream under his main account so you can mod him. Really, I want nothing to do with him, I'm done with him forever, but I want to mod him. Really, tell this to anyone, and they will tell you you're crazy. You want to mod him. Sure, mod him. You mod him, he unmods me, he blocks me, and anyone else he doesn't want on your channel. You're actually trying to mod him after saying you want nothing to do with him. And you know the only reason he's going to come on your stream is to try and get you back. Not get you back because he never lost you, but he wants to get you back in the ways he hasn't had you. Complete servant, complete slave. And he won't rest until he has that. And I just wish he would wake up one day. You know what, maybe someday, maybe years from now, maybe when he's locked up again, you will wake up. And you know who will be here for you? The crazy guy, the creep who turns on people. Telling Manda that I turned on you. I didn't turn on you, I never turned on you, Misty. I called out your hypocrisy, saying you and him are done and you want nothing to do with him. And I pointed out the fact that you were crying about missing him and trying to mod him on your channel and flirting with him during your streams. That's not being done with him. I called you out on that. You called me a jerk and didn't want to talk to me again for the rest of the night because you know I'm right and you don't want to face the truth. So I went off on you and I blocked you. I didn't turn on you. I just snapped, as always, because the truth comes out. And you don't see it, but it's called tough love. I can't sugarcoat anything with you anymore. You need to hear the blunt truth. You need to hear what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. I'm not going to sit here and kiss your ass and say, yeah, Misty, you're done with him. You're completely done with him. You want nothing to do with him. Except for flirting with him on your streams where he is a mod. Telling him sweet dreams, baby, dream about me on Twitter, and crying on your own streams about how much you miss your man. Yeah, but you want nothing to do with him. I'm not going to kiss your ass and lie like that. Your soulmate. I understand how it's so hard for you to erase him from your life. But God, you have to wake up. Something has to wake you up. How many times does he have to trash you? Your kids, your dead daughter. How many times does he have to trash your dead child before you finally eject him from your life? Clean yourself up and be the amazing person that you are in your heart. I know who and what you are in your heart. Because I've gotten to know you that way, and that's why I don't let go. That's why I still do, always will have your back. And after that night that I blocked you, because I knew you would block me, yeah, I've been talking shit about you. I apologize. How about that? I apologize. It's my way of dealing with the hurt. Because if I just mourn the loss of Flatline once again, I hate that. I'd rather be anger, I'd rather be pissed off, I'd rather be insulting. It helps me deal with the hurt. That's my method of dealing with hurt. Instead of missing someone and feeling brokenhearted, I'd rather go to war with them. Well, I don't want to do that. Because it'll just give you more reason to hate me and more reason to stress out, more reason to drink, which is self-defeating my own purpose of trying to make you stop drinking, and it's just going to draw you closer to him because he's going to manipulate you even better, even more. Yo, Flat, look what Mr. Creepo's saying about you now. Oh, thanks, Gon. You really are my man. No, I'm not going to war with you. It's done. I'm not going to trash talk you anymore. I'm not going to. Unless you say shit about me, I have to defend myself, but I'm not going to trash talk you anymore. I'm really not. I'm just not. I'm done fighting. I'm done insulting you. I'm done warring with you. I'm done calling you a frisbee fetching dog, even though, seriously, look at the situation. Fine, you're not a frisbee fetching dog, but you are his property. He owns and controls you. If he did not, you would not be talking to him at all. Don't say you have total control over your life, because you have zero control over your life, just like I don't. But at least I admit it. I don't lie to myself and everyone else and say, I have everything under control. No, if I had everything under control, I would still have a few bottles of NyQuil. I wouldn't have guzzled a few 8-ounce bottles or 12-ounce bottles or whatever they are. I have nothing under control. The reason I stream every night is because I'm lonely as hell. And just having a couple of friends to chat with helps a lot. I'm lonely, I admit it. I crave real people, real friends, and I have a few of those. Misty, I don't think you have any real friends. Maybe Mills, but she is 100% against that monster that you should be 100% against. Block, delete, ignore. Don't say, I'm done with him. Curse him out. And then flirt with him on your next stream and say, I miss my man, and cry. And then call me the bad guy for calling you out on your hypocrisy. That's it. I've spoken my piece. Hopefully you watched this. I don't care if anyone else sees this. I don't want to have to stream about this and everybody's going to sit there puking in their mouth and leaving the stream, and I have to catch up to the comments. I'm done talking about you. I'm not going to trash you. I don't hate you. I don't dislike you. I'm not even disappointed in. Alright, I am a little disappointed in you, but I understand you are being victimized by this controlling devil. This controlling, manipulating devil who considers you nothing more than a piece of property. You were my friend, who I deeply care about, still do. Always will. You're not a piece of property. I don't care about seeing you naked. I don't care about that. I care about friendship. And for the millionth time, as I've been saying over and over and over again every time we fight, I'm still here for you, Misty. I still have your back. I can't go on any streams where you are. I can't hear you talk. I can't witness that, because it hurts me, so I have to ignore wherever you are, whatever you say. But if you need a real friend who cares enough about you to make a 2-hour damn video explaining his feelings, will Lisa make a 2-hour video explaining her feelings, how much he cares about you? Will he make a 2-hour video explaining his feelings? He couldn't even make I spent 9 hours making a 5-minute video. Almost Paradise. He couldn't even make a 1.5-minute tribute video to you. He had to have his troll friend Paul make that video. He couldn't even do it himself. And remember, How many times Meredith and Paul stayed on hangouts with you when you were afraid for your life. That's the kind of friend Meredith is. Do you remember that? I'm sure you do. I remember you saying you'll never forget that. I guess you have forgotten because you hate Meredith. And a big reason you hate Meredith is because of the lies you're being told by people when she streams, when she's not even mentioning your name, and she's kicking me off the panel because I'm mentioning your name. And they're lying and telling me she's talking about your kids, making fun of the troll account that he made to make fun of your kids, and she's laughing at it. She never did any of that because I was listening to that stream. I was watching that stream. I was a part of that stream. You are being lied to constantly, and you're believing everything. Flatline, Misty, wake up, please. If you don't care about yourself, your friends, family, people who love you, do it for your kids. They need you. Not for the next few years, but they need you for as long as they can have you. My mother almost drank herself to death, almost killed herself, mixing booze and Valium when I was a kid. She had to go to rehab. Till this day, she regrets that. Do you want to live with that regret? Thinking, oh, I was a terrible mother, I did this to my kids. You don't want your kids to witness you the way I witnessed my mother. Clean up, Misty. Clean up. Shape up. Eject that monster from your life. Resist his control. You've got all the help you need right here. You're not blocked on my channel. You have a wrench. Anytime you want to come in and just talk about anything, you are welcome, you are free, and you are protected. And no one will attack you. No war. Even if we never talk again, there's no war. No trash talking. You're not my enemy. The person who I can't help but consider your soulmate. Whether I like it or not, and I don't, whether you like it or not, it's true. He is your soulmate. He has that control over you, and you can't break free. Even if we can't be friends or never talk again, you're more than welcome to come onto my stream. No drama. No talking about him. No I told you so. Whether you wake up or not, I'm always here for you. You're always welcome on my channel, on my streams. That's why you have a wrench. And I can't unblock you on Facebook unless you unblock me first. But that's up to you. I refuse to be your enemy. I refuse to make you my enemy. If you want to make me your enemy, that's your decision, but I'm ending the war. And even if we're no longer friends, I'm still here for you, and I always will be. Actions speak louder than words. You'll see. I will always be here. For you. As a friend. And if you really think about it, I've been there for you, here for you at times when no one else would or could or was able to because they were sleeping. I always put you first. And I have no regrets, and I'll do it again and again and again. Not because I'm stupid, but because I care. Because I love, because I feel. And I feel your pain. I cry your tears. And I mean nothing but the best for you. And I just wish you could see that. If I didn't care so much, we would not be fighting, because I would be kissing your ass and agreeing with you when you contradict yourself and say, oh yes, Flatline, you're done with him forever. You miss your man, but you're done with him. You want to mod him on your channel, but you're done with him. You flirt with him all night on your stream, but you're done with him. No, I don't kiss ass. If that's the kind of friend you want, then you don't want me. If you want someone who will tell you the truth for your own good, to help you, here I am. No more insulting, no more war, no more. I'm here for you. Take me or leave me. And I hope you watch this. Took me over 2 hours to do, because that's the kind of friend I am. Just wish you could appreciate the kind of friend I am and how much I care. And whenever you say I turn on you, I'm not turning on you. I'm just finally snapping because I see you self-destructing and that monster pushing you even further into the ground, and I can't take it anymore and I snap. That's not turning on you. That's God losing my sanity over you losing yours, and being in a horrible place that you are in, that you've been in for so long that, God, I just wish you would get out. I'm done preaching. Have a nice day or night, weekend, week, whatever. I am here for you, and always will be, whether you like it or not. It's not sarcasm, it's a real peace sign.